Hi there, I'm Christopher, and this is a special tutorial for Managing Innovation 2022 and how to deal with the solution that your data scientist has provided. I'm going to assume that you have an account in UCloud and that you can access the internet in a browser. So first and foremost, go to UCloud, so cloud.stu.dk, so cloud.stu.dk, UCloud, and there you can log in with your university credentials, Wave. Press the login case, and in my case it's going to log me in automatically, but in your case you may have to go through the university authentication, but the result is going to be the same. You're going to end up at your dashboard in UCloud under My Workspace, and we're going to work through the example of how to retrieve the solution from your data scientist. First thing you do is go into the file systems, so under Files, up here under Files on the left, go to Choose Files, and you're going to go into Home and to the directory that we have been working in as part of this project. So in my case that is called Some Courses, but it could be called whatever name you gave it. Go in there, and I'm going to create a directory. I'm going to create a new folder. Out and right, choose Create Folder, and I'm going to call that Solution. Solution. Right, so this is called Solution. I'm going to press Create, and now you can see you have an empty directory, empty folder that's called Solution. Right. So when you've created that, just what matters is that you can find it again. You go into Apps, you press Apps on the left, you choose Jupyter Lab. If you haven't favored it, you can search Jupyter Lab in the search bar, and you'll find that it's available here, and you just use the vanilla version, press it. Then we have to give it a name. I'm going to call it my solution. I'm going to run for 4 hours, and I'm going to choose the machine type called U1 standard 4. That's a big enough machine. It's sort of a big laptop, and it's a big enough machine to do what you need. So U1 standard 4. Right? Now the important part is that you remember to add the folder that you just created. So we scroll down, we find the parameter called select folders to use, and you choose add folder. Get this bar here, you press it, and you can now choose the correct folder. Now in my case it was under Some Courses, and there I choose Use Solution. Now you'll see there's a path here appears. I'm going to remove that. You shouldn't do that if you have it there, but I'm going to remove it to show it one more time. I scroll down, I choose Add Folder. Gets this little option here. I'm going to press it. I'm going to find where my solution directory I just created is. Press in there and choose Use. When that's done, you have the path here, Home, Some Courses, Solution. In my case, I simply just submit the app request. Then go into the queue, and while that is getting approved, I'll go either in this browser or another browser. I'm going to find the directory that we're going to download the solution from your data scientist. I'm going to search bar. I write GitHub CHCAA edocs Minnov. Right, so you see it recognizes it in my case, but so GitHub CHCAA edocs Minnov, and I'm going to press enter. Then Google is offering me different solutions for this, but CHC-edocs/Minnov is where I want to go. In GitHub, I press it, and it looks approximately like this. And what you'll immediately notice here is that your data scientist has added a group directory, and that directory contains your solution. Right? So this is where you're going to find your solution. Now, what is important in here is that you have this little green button here that says Code, and if you press it, you'll have the option of copying this URL. So you're just going to press this little copy sign here, and it will say copy, and you get a little dingbat. I'll show it again. You press code URL press the button, you get it copied, and now you copied the URL for the repository. Let's return to our app. Now you see that your app is now running. You can extend the time allocation here, but we just go into the interface. So we press Open Interface up in the right corner. And there you go. Your job is approved. So now we are going into the app. And you'll notice on your left hand, you'll notice that indeed your solution directory is here, but if you press it, it's empty, right? Because we haven't put anything in there. To add your solution, we select the terminal in here. So you can see there's notebook, there's console, and there's other, and under other you will find terminal as the first option. So you choose terminal, press it twice, and you get a terminal. And what you can do in the terminal is you can use that to download your solution. So if you write ls, you can see what's here, what's in your app, what's the available file structure, and you notice that your solution directory or your solution folder is here. So I do cd solution and press enter, and there you go. Now you're inside. If I do ls here, you see that it's empty. But I'm just going to write clear, remove everything, clean up, and then I'm going to clone our repository, and I'm going to do that with the tool called git. So I'm going to write git git clone clone, and then I'm going to paste the URL I copied before. There it goes. Now it says git clone and then your URL all the way into Minnov. So I'm going to do that again. If you have this, don't repeat what I'm doing. I'm going to say git clone paste plain text. There you go. And then I hit enter. Now you see it says cloning Minnov. Take a little while. Boop, and you're there. And now Minnov should be available out here on your left, and you can basically just click into Minnov, find your group. Now we're going to assume that I'm group 3. And in group 3 you'll find there's a lot of different information here, but what matters is the main I, pi, and B. Press it, and you'll see here's the solution for group 3. Right, so now it's starting it up, and you can then read whatever your data scientist has agreed to do. There are all these cells that you can run, and that will provide you with your solution or however you've agreed to do. So now I can either I can choose a box, and I can press run up here, right? So I can press shift enter, and it's going to run that particular cell, or I can simply press run here, and I can then run all cells, and then it's just going to start from the top and run all the cells. That's going to take a while because there's some installations, different things here that you need to have done. And you can see that now it's running because in the code blocks, the little square bracket thing here has a star inside. When it's done, it's going to get a counter, and you can scroll down and you'll then see the solutions and the explanations that you have agreed on. So that's all for now. This should provide you with the solution that you asked for. If you have any questions, you're very welcome to write us at chaa@cas.au.dk, at the email that you were also given in class. That is chaa@cas.au.dk. Thank you.